Welcome back to our humble San Diego podcast. This is another quick cuts edition of Drop the Mic, and I am your host, the Swan, and we're welcoming back today Mr. Ryan Jimenez. What's up, man? How are you? Thank you for
What's up, man?
Coming on.
How's it going? Yeah, no problem. It's always nice to be on.
Hopefully you don't get mad at me for this, for saying it on air, but I know you had a recent surgery. How did that go?
It's cool, dude. I'm just super sore. I had my gallbladder out. It was kind of crazy because I've never had like a surgery like that before. I've never had surgery in my life before, so it's kind of crazy, like getting put under and the whole process. But they took good care of me, dude. The doctor was cool. I don't know if you've ever had surgery before.
Nothing major. I've hurt myself where they put me under for like severe, like I cracked my head open before, so if you want to call that Jesus. Surgery. but nothing super recent, nothing as an adult yet.
But yeah, dude, they made it super comfortable. Like even when they were rolling me in to do the surgery, they were like joking around with me, and the doctor was joking, so made it a good experience. And yeah, dude, I'm fine right now. Just super fucking sore, and yeah.
Nice. Cool. Just to add on to that, do you have, out of curiosity, are you afraid of the doctors? Do you have any kind of phobias with that?
No, dude, I'm good with like doctors and needles and blood and shit like that. Like none of that kind of scares me. I was going into it, I was a little scared, like being put to sleep. I think that was like my main fear. But like I remember just like laying there, and the doctors were like joking around with me, and then they were like, okay, you're gonna be falling asleep soon, and like they had it on my mouth for a good minute before that, and I was thinking to myself like, yeah, this isn't gonna do shit to me. And like I was telling Sandy, like that's the last thing I remembered. I just fucking knocked out, and then I was up in the recovery room already. Like it was that fast. It was good sleep.
Did they make you count backwards like in the movies?
No, dude. Like they just legit like put it on, and then the anesthesiologist came in and she was like, okay, you're going to fall asleep soon. And that's when I thought to myself, I don't know, I'm not sleepy at all. And that's literally the last thing I remember. And just woke up in my bed and I was cool.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, shout out to Riverside, Kaiser Riverside. They hooked it up. Got my fucking gallbladder out, so now I can go ham on the donuts and shit again. Just kidding.
Well, very nice. I'm glad. I'm glad you made it out safe, and
oh yeah.
And then we're gonna hang out this weekend, so that's exciting.
Oh yeah.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
All right, so let's get started with some of our usual pop culture news, shall we? Do you have anything for us this week?
Yeah, dude, I got a couple things. So, Sydney Sweeney of Euphoria, she's been cast alongside Dakota Johnson in Sony's Madam Web. It's still unclear who she's going to be playing, but a lot of fans are speculating that she's going to be giving us the live-action Spider-Gwen.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how. Actually, no, I don't know how excited I am for. I've been reading like stuff on Morbius and like the first impressions, and it does not look good. We'll see where they go with that. But I like the Madame Web. I like that character. It's kind of interesting for them to be doing a movie on a character that's not like that known, especially to like the average moviegoer. But I like Dakota Johnson, and I heard I haven't watched Euphoria, but I heard Sydney Sweeney's good in it. So super excited for that.
Yeah, she's definitely on the rise for sure, and that's Euphoria has really set the foreground, the foundation for her career. You know.
Yeah. What was that show Dakota Johnson was on? It was like on Fox. So that show on Fox is called Ben and Kate.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out as it used to play right after New Girl, when New Girl first started. Yeah, that's a great show.
Yeah, it was only on for one season, and I loved it. And I liked how Like, she's a great comedic actress. I've never seen any of the 50 Shades of Grey stuff, so I'll be honest.
Oh shit, that's her. That is her. That's probably why it's kind of like a Robert Pattinson, Kristen Stewart type deal, where she's trying to get out of the shadow of that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But I have all the faith that she can.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen, she came out, I can't remember if it was it might have been Jimmy Fallon, don't quote me on that, but one of those late night talk shows, they had her on as a guest, and she admitted that, I guess, as a teenager, she would drop George Clooney's name, to get into, like, fancy restaurants and, get a great table. She'd be like, yeah, George Clooney for 4, like, wherever she was, and because no one else has that fucking name, there's only, like, one George Clooney, they'd be like, all right, okay, cool, and then they would, set it up, and then it got so big that I guess she ended up, in her career meeting him, and he was like, oh yeah, I've heard about what you do, I know what you do, and she was like, oh, expecting him to be upset, and he was like, no, it's a good idea. Like, I don't mind.
So there's a rumor going around that Sony and Marvel are eyeing Steven Yeun for the role of Mr. Negative in Spider-Man 4. I don't know if you heard about that.
I have not.
That would be fucking awesome. I think Mr. Negative is a villain that they've never done on anything except for, I think he was a little villain in the Spider-Man game for PS4. And Steven Yeun is fucking great, so it'd be awesome to see him as a villain.
I can't agree more. I'm glad that they're starting to branch out and explore characters, casting people of color. That it's becoming more normalized. That's a great thing.
So Paul Dano is writing a new Riddler comic for DC titled Riddler Year One, and from what I read, it's going to serve as like a prequel to the Batman. I don't know if you heard about that.
I did not.
Super stoked for that. Very cool for DC to give him that opportunity to write something like that. And then, speaking of the Batman, as of yesterday, it's grossed $308 million domestically, and then bringing the worldwide total to around $609 million, which is fucking insane.
How long has it been out now? About what, like
this is the fourth week we're going into it.
So then, soon it'll be coming to Max, right? That was the plan?
Yeah, I think like mid-April they wanted to do it. But yeah, I was reading something today that today it'll pass. It's gonna crack like the top 80 all time domestically.
Wow.
So I'm sure by the time it's over, it'll be well and like far up that list. I know it's getting a lot of money from you and I.
Yeah.
You've seen it 3 times now?
Yeah, I went to. I took my girlfriend to watch it. For her, so it was her second time and my third time, and it still slaps in my opinion.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna try and go see it this week.
First up in some Star Wars news, the Christopher Lloyd is set to have a role in the next season of The Mandalorian, which is pretty exciting.
Hell yeah, dude! I saw that. That's rad. I'm excited to see what his role is gonna be.
It's awesome that he's kind of maintained his star status, even though he's obviously an older gentleman now. But like he's in Nobody, and I feel like he's constantly making small appearances here and there. So it'll be awesome to see what he brings to the table for Star Wars.
Yeah. Nobody shows that performance in Nobody. It shows that he still has it. No, he was fucking awesome in that.
Yeah, definitely. What else? And some more Disney news. It looks like a previously cut scene in Pixar's upcoming Lightyear has been put back into the final cut of the film. You're probably wondering what the scene consists of. Well, recently in Florida, a bill was passed in which schools are no longer allowed to say the word gay, which is ridiculous, a massive setback for the LGBTQ community, and it's recently come to light that Disney has been trimming out characters and scenes regarding anything to do with that said community, which has no doubt played a role in this company choosing to reinstate the once deleted same-sex kiss in the upcoming Lightyear film, which tells the origin story of our beloved Buzz Lightyear. Any thoughts on this, man?
First off, if you're living in Florida, like, why? Like, I just, dude, that is insane. Like, there has to be change in that state, and it starts with people caring and wanting to stand up for marginalized people. So, yeah, fuck Florida for doing that shit, dude. Like, ridiculous. I can't believe we're still talking about shit like this. It's insane. So yeah, dude. I'm happy they're putting the scene back. I know did you hear about all those Disney employees walking out over there?
Yeah.
I'm glad that they did that. And I know a lot of people were pissed off at Bob Chapek. At first he didn't come out and say anything, and then after a little bit of backlash, he came out and said that they weren't supportive of the bill. But yeah, dude, that's, like I said, I'm glad that they're putting the scene back, but it shouldn't have even been cut in the first place. And for them to kind of feel a little bit of backlash where they did cut it is shit.
What else do we got? In some lighter news, Scream 6 has announced Courtney Cox is officially returning, of course, and the film itself is slated for March 31st, 2023. So a very, very quick turnaround, as we just got what is technically Scream 5 earlier this year. So it's funny, they're following kind of in the footsteps of what... so the original came out, it was a surprise smash hit, everybody loved it, it fucking brought in so much money and great word of mouth. And this new one, which kind of follows in the footsteps of the original film to a certain extent, and then notoriously, if you're familiar with filmmaking and behind the scenes stuff, based on the original Scream being such a surprise hit, the studio, Miramax, quickly greenlit 2, and they put it out within barely like a year of the first one. It was extremely rushed. I don't even think that Kevin Williamson was done with the script at the time that they started production, which it's very interesting and meta itself that they've greenlit this new one so fast and are kind of going to be battling themselves still. So hopefully, it seems like they had a script idea already, because the script is somehow already completed, which is fucking nuts. But we can only hope for the best and hope it's not too rushed and they have something great to bring us, right?
Yeah, dude. Hopefully more legacy characters are announced. Maybe bringing someone back from
Stu Mocker. So.
But yeah, dude, excited for that. Hell yeah! I mean, I like this. I love this new one. So very cool that we're getting such a quick turnaround. But like you said, hopefully it doesn't ruin or diminish
the quality, I guess.
The quality, yeah.
Obviously, and Radio Silence is returning, and I felt like they had a great eye for kind of honoring Wes, So I have, we just have to be positive and hope for the best. But yeah, so Scream 6 is coming early next year. Moving on, Nick Cage has expressed interest in becoming the Batman's next villain in the follow-up to director Matt Reeves' newest film. As a big Batman fan yourself, what do you think about this? Do you think he's full of shit? Do you think he could pull it off?